Hey people, welcome back. Today what I'm doing is I'm putting together this English layered braggot. Okay, so this is my handy little brew setup. Again, you'll see I have the kettle over here. There has 4 gallons of water. That's going to give me lots of headspace. I have a separate gallon jug of water that I siphoned away. I'm going to heat that separately so that way I can use it to, it's called spurge the grains. I can rinse the grain bag with hot water. You'll see here is the yeast starter. Check out my previous video. I made a yeast starter yesterday using honey, molasses, 500 mils of water. We're just going to go ahead and turn this on. We want to get it full blast. So I'm just going to wait until this water gets up to 160. When I drop the grains, it's going to reduce the temperature, and it could also cause foam. So that's why it's nice to have extra headroom. I'm real safe. I don't have to worry about boil over. So I probably should elaborate a little bit. The process of making this braggot is really similar to making a wine or a mead. The only thing that I'm doing different is I'm bringing the water to a boil because I'm going to be adding hops, and also hot water is needed to extract the sugars from the grain and the specialty grains. The first step is to make a yeast starter. Number 2, bring water up to temperature so you can steep the grain. Number 3, wash or rinse the grains with hot water. After that, I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and that's when we add the hops, and I add those at different time stages. Okay, so this is a quick look at the ingredients. Some Rahr's Super Blonde honey malt. And over here is the Dingman's Belgium Special Lager blend. And that bag, I'm just going to have to punch it to kind of crack open these grains. So again, Brother Traveler, thank you. And this down here is Egyptian chamomile. But you can imagine all this stuff just floating on the top of the kettle. It'd make an awful mess. So the idea here is we're going to use some grain bags. I'll blend all of this together. There's 3 different hops. This is called an English layered braggot. Layered meaning the hops are going to be layered in at different time intervals. The first hops I'm going to use is Kent Goldings. And then at the 30-minute mark, I'm going to add the U.S. Pearl hops. Right at 10 minutes left, I'll add these, it's called Pine Insanity. In those little bottles down there, I do have some dry malt extract, and I do have some yeast nutrient. And you'll see here I got 2 bags. So I used 3 of those grain bags. Again, steep it in sanitizer. So we have our grain bags ready to go. It's important to check the water here. This time I'm going to go in with my digital thermometer. 165 is not bad. I'm going to let it drop to like 160. Okay, folks, so welcome back. It's been a couple of hours here, and we're just about up to boiling temperature. So I'm going to add my first addition of hops, and I'm going to set my timer for 60 minutes. And then at the 30-minute mark, I'm going to add the next batch of hops. Okay, folks, so the boil period is now over. I have the heat turned off. Right now, the temperature is still way over 190, so I'm just going to let it cool down, and we'll move to the next step. So I kind of put it in the sink just to cool it down. It's down to about maybe 86-ish degrees. Right now, the gravity was reading about 1.080. Again, that's around 86 degrees. That hydrometer is calibrated for 60 degrees, so I believe it'll be a couple of points off. Not a big deal. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and pitch that yeast, and I'll just mix everything up, and then I'll wait another 2 hours, and I'll just take another gravity reading before I go to bed.